every punchline. She knows the pregnant pawn. She's a good-looking lady. She's got wonderful cheekbones that the cameras adore. And she emasculated Barack Obama, all literate people and Democrats all across America as best she could. And those people rose to this kind of like Nuremberg rally frenzy that even through my television in my hotel room I was listening to thousands of miles away was completely disturbing and gave me pause to think, when I really grow up, where am I really going to live? And if before all of this is over, if you hear me saying egg all the time, I'm bumping into you at the local supermarket. Okay? And if I become your neighbor, we'll just have to get along, you betcha. And I really try not to let anyone or anything get my goat. I don't want anyone getting me emotionally where I just lose my cool. That woman makes me lose my cool. Looking at the speakers of the radio as I listen to her speak, or I see that smirk on TV, I'm like, and I'm not into hitting women, really not. But usually like, yeah, and I don't want the earth to open and swallow her whole. Because she's a mother to so many fucking kids. Jeez, lady, can you just hold off on the sex for like, what, an evening? I mean, I remember sex. It was cool. It was a long time ago, but at 43 years of age this woman is, 5 children, what is it an agrarian community in Alaska? I've never seen any rice paddies up there. Why do you need 5 fucking children? They just keep coming out. That's why that family's so fucked up. That's why Bristol Palin's already pregnant. Would any of you women like to still be hanging out with the boy you lost your virginity to? Because these 2 17-year-old knuckle-headed children are going to be married. For intents and purposes, maybe across the board, their lives are over. Think about it, ladies. The man with the appalling breath, the bad mullet, and the moist, cold hands who had no sense of foreplay, never, ever got you off, had no idea about your anatomy except the main one, and that there's other things going on than just that port, and then maybe there's something in it for you too, who was more interested in this comic book collection than having any kind of rational discussion before or after the 14-second act. Would you still like to be swapping spits with that fucking guy for the rest of your life? No, probably not. And those 2 star-crossed dummies are going to be together forever. Why? Because Sarah Palin hates the idea of real sex education. She just goes for, well, daddy's servicing mom while mom's trying to cook breakfast, and there she is, leaned over the stove, trying to make pancakes, as the first dude hovers behind, making yet another Palin. Mom, what are you guys doing? Look at Russia, look at Russia. Don't look at over here, okay? Look at Russia also. Go over there. And that's why, what bizarre names for children. Poor Bristol, to have to be called Bristol. Trig, Track. Oh, you have to go to school and say, you're Bristol, huh? Shut up. Just shut up. And so it's been interesting to watch this woman kind of smirk and emasculate many thousands of people in America as she grossly insults Barack Obama and anyone voting for him. Oh, this guy's palling around with terrorists. And it's wonderful to see so many million Americans not buying in. Because she's been trying to say, well, he's just a spooky, spear-chucking Muslim. And a lot of Americans went, oh, go the fuck back to Alaska. Please go back, breathe more, and just shut up and get away. And if anyone wants to see Mr. McCain, President of the United States, and Ms. Palin, Vice President of the United States, my advice is to tell, if you are a Republican type, I always tell them, here's what you should tell your vice presidential candidate and your presidential candidate. Best thing for them to do, 1 week out of the election, seeing how things are going, the best thing they could do to perhaps have a shot at getting in the White House is to shut their mouths. Because the more they talk, the worse it's getting for them. And it was really funny funny to me that the other day, all news agencies in the world, Al Jazeera goes to a McCain rally and sticks microphones in front of McCain fans and say, what do you think about Barack Obama? The things that came out of these people's mouths were so regressive, retarded, depressing, negative, and running backwards towards the primordial ooze of Little Rock, Arkansas, that any undecided voters are hearing that and going, that's a McCain fan? No, 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 no. They will go like moths to flame anywhere but to McCain. You'd rather vote for someone from the Ku Klux Klan. And an agency that I do not think their members need a baseball bat upside the head. They're just one or two Al Green records away from seeing the light. And so hopefully America will become a better place sooner than later. And so it's been interesting watching all of this over the last several weeks and thinking that the George W. Bush administration is going to come to an end. And I don't think anyone who really has their eyes open will be having a ding-dong, the witch is dead moment the day after the new president is inaugurated, because the damage done in the last 7 years and several months is huge, and will take many, many years to neutralize, to clean up, to contain, and to move forward from. And so basically, when the new president comes in, I just look like I always do it. Every new president's like, okay, there's a lot of work to do, okay, and as a conscientious American, I feel the duty to get in there and get something happening. And so, that being said, I kind of now wave goodbye to George W. Bush. He's been my pal in a strange way. He's one of the most fascinating human studies I've ever encountered in my life. The way he moves his body, that odd way the arms bow out when he kind of walks like he's been riding a horse all day. His stilted speech, where the hard drive seems to spin down in the middle of a sentence. He has to wait to reboot to get to the period. The odd way he tries to struggle with the English language, or tries to get through the English language like a man holding on to an angry eel. Like, I almost had it. I almost got through a simple sentence. And not only has he reinvigorated and reinvented the English language for me, much like E.E. Cummings did when I was a little boy reading that poetry, and it was so dense and amazing I didn't understand it. It had to be good. But when the president speaks to all those microphones all over the world, and all of you sit at the edge of your couch and go like, are you kidding me? I wouldn't let that guy run my laundry to the machine, much less this big, dangerous, wonderful America. And so besides that, he's become my travel agent and cultural guide. And when he rattles the sabers at a country and says, they hate your freedom, nothing is that simple. If only things in life are that simple. What's that simple in life? I'm hungry, I'm tired, I'm horny.